Hey all, Hibber here. So welcome to what I suspect is the 5th video in the Legends of Legends series here. And this is of course a number of videos where we celebrate some of the players in the game in World of Warships Legends who have somehow, some way, made a name for themselves, either by, just being a good player or, being active in the community or doing something that, has been a positive for the game. So this time we're looking at the Hustle X set, and he happens to be a friend of mine and a player that I have been interacting with pretty much from I first started playing Legends. We met randomly in, I can't even remember anymore. I tried to look up the old Xbox messages we sent each other, but apparently Xbox doesn't save messages that old. But anyway, we met in a random battle at some point, and I think we were both cruisers, and we sent the usual GG messages because both of us did well, and from then on we've just shared a common love of the game, and not least agile cruisers as well is something we both enjoy. Alright, first off, let's just go through Hustle's stats here, and as you can see, he's played nearly 8,000 battles. That's a lot, not as much as some other people. I mean, some people are nearing 30,000-40,000 battles, but still quite a bit. And good stats, high win rate, and his favorite ship is Wichita. What a noob, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Now, he didn't give me his detailed stats page, so obviously he has something to hide there. But we do get his count of high calibers, which is 855, so that's roughly 1 every 100 battles or something like that. Whatever. And the last one was on Edinburgh of all ships, and that's pretty interesting. So obviously I'm featuring Hustle's gameplay here in the background, and as you can see, he just rammed an island. That's of course intentional. Very intentional, because he has a master plan here. But anyway, if you want to see him actually play live, he is streaming once in a while, once every blue moon pretty much. But look his channel up on YouTube. I'll leave the link in the description for this video as well. So Hustle is a very active member of the community, and he's always a positive guy. He likes to, send GG messages. I mean, that's how we met. And he also likes to, put up videos of funny engagements or anything like that. So if you're on Facebook or Discord, or I believe he's on Reddit as well, I'm not sure. But anyway, he's hard to escape if you like to, engage with the community. So yeah, keep an eye out for Hustle out there. And it's no coincidence that he's known as the nicest guy in Legends. Not to be, confused with Tom Hanks, who is the nicest guy in Hollywood. Alright, we'll start to get into the questions here, but first I must just warn that I think Hustle may have misunderstood the assignment here. It's, he's a man of few words, let's put it like that, just like Tom Hanks actually. I bet you Hustle is one of those guys in class when the teacher says, you have to hand in an essay next week, and question 1 is like, how many pages? And then he goes home and he sets like the font to 0.20 with like triple line distance and stuff like that, because we'll get into the questions now and you'll know why I'm saying this. So first question is, when did you start playing Legends? And like I said, Hustle have been playing the game since June 2019, and I think I started a month or 2 before him. And we met at some point in 2019, and yeah, just have, been friends ever since, basically. Alright, so the next question is, what made you start playing Legends? And it looks like he's gonna take a torp here. Oh, that was close. Anyway, 2 friends were, playing World of Tanks, and they found this game and they kind of sucked him into it. And I remember him telling me, this is probably a confidential story anyway, I'm gonna tell it anyway. I remember him telling him that in the first long time he played this game, he didn't know how to actually zoom in with the guns, because he was using his Elite controller, and for some reason he had set it up so he couldn't, push the left trigger all the way in. LOL. That story should also give you a little bit of a hint to which platform he plays on, which is obviously Xbox. Just like myself, again. Alright, moving on to what is your favorite ship? And Hustle says, I think I have to say Wichita. She is my most played as well. And yeah, well, I get it. I also enjoy playing Wichita. It's just such a versatile cruiser, really. It doesn't have torpedoes, but other than that, you can do anything in that ship. And it's also one of the most, if not the most, agile cruiser out there. You can get the rudder down to 1.3 seconds. Not that you should, but you can. While it makes more sense to leave it around 2.2 seconds. But it is extremely agile, and it makes it a lot of fun to play, especially for guys like Hustle and myself who enjoy agile cruisers. And as you can see here, he's playing the wonderful Martel in this video here. And he has picked the reload boost over the sonar. That's an interesting choice, but I'll leave that for him to explain in the comments. Alright, next question. What is your favorite class? And to no one's surprise, it is cruisers, of course, and of the agile variety. I must just point out here that Hustle still doesn't have the Colbert. That's a blemish on his agile cruiser record, but hopefully he'll get it soon, so we can take up our triple Colbert divisions again, which was that was a good time back at Christmas last year. Alright, moving on to the next question, and it is, what is your favorite tier? And apparently it's the one where my teammates are alive 3 minutes into the match. Now, if you ever figure out which tier that is, do give me a hint. Okay, next up we are asking the question here, that is, what is your favorite map? And after 3 years of playing the game, I really haven't committed the map names to memory, other than the ones I hate. So the next question is easier to answer. Hustle does seem to have good games on North, so I guess North will be his pick for this question here. And yeah, I get it, I like North as well. One of my top 3 maps as well, especially in agile cruisers. Okay, and we're moving on to the least favorite map here, and to nobody's surprise, again, I think everybody has said that this Shards B-Spawn. And I've said every video, I said that I don't agree. I actually like Shards. B is my least favorite spawn on the map, but I still like it. I think it's a cool, action-packed map where no one can escape, and I like that. Alright, moving on to the next question here, and it is, what is the best thing about Legends? And Hustle says it is the community. It's why I still play. I've met some great friends through Legends, and that's true. It's also one of the things that keep me going once, we get boring new update, like for example the one we are just about to enter with Kronstadt as the campaign ship. I cannot think of a more boring ship, honestly, slotting in between the existing Riga and Stalingrad. Yeah, I'm almost falling asleep talking about it now. And also, we don't get any new Halloween commanders. But anyway, that's a complaint for a different video. Alright, moving on. What is the worst thing about Legends? It's RNG. It's why I don't play battleships often. RNG makes me want to take a plane ride with Alec Baldwin over Canada. That's an internal joke, by the way, so don't worry if you don't get it. Alright, on to the next question here. And if you could pick one thing for the next update, what would it be? And Hustle says, I would like more legendary tier heavy cruisers like Hindenburg, Sao, Venezia, Henri IV. And all the other stuff that we're still missing. There aren't many heavy cruisers at legendary tier really. Des Moines is getting nerfed because it's the only true heavy cruiser we have at legendary tier, so it seems like it's overperforming. When there are other heavy cruisers to counter it, then it won't feel overpowered. I feel like we would be looking at the Des Moines nerf now, how we see the Kleber nerf. Too early and pointless. And yeah, I agree. I mean, I already think this supposed nerf to Des Moines is pointless. I mean, it's like half a second less reload. Yeah, the radar down 10 seconds, that's probably the only thing that qualifies as a nerf, and it's still not much of a nerf really. But anyway, the ship still got nerfed, and was it necessary? Not really. Honestly, I don't think so. Alright, we're moving on to the last question here, and it is, which other players are you looking out for when you play? This is always an interesting question, this one here, and it was actually someone in the community suggested it, and I thought that's a really good question, so I added it in. And Hustle is answering Chewy Bubblegum, of course, because you know a crazy aggressive push is coming already, and I totally agree. And it's funny how this guy is, you know, on everybody's watch list. I think almost everybody has mentioned him in these videos here so far. Bravo Foxtrot also makes the list, and again, yeah, totally agree. And if you want to see what Bravo himself thinks about the game, you can find him in one of these videos as well. I believe he was the second guy to be interviewed this way here. So do look him up if you want to know a little bit more. So the third is the TT guys always make for a great competitive game. And that's also true. I've faced those guys many times myself. And again, if you want to get at least one of their guys' perspective, Red October is his gamertag. He's also in one of these videos here, so just look back in the playlist if you wanna, you know, see what he thinks. And lastly, we have Where Are You, Aaron? Because when he's on the red team, I can breathe a sigh of relief for an easy win over the Island Boy. Cue angry face from Aaron in the comments. Anyway, that was the last question, and because Hustle was so cheap on words, it means that we have about a minute left of his video here. So we get to enjoy how he gets to Citadel, like a defenseless Pobeda, and you know, an Edinburgh down to about 20% health. So let that be a lesson for anyone else who, you know, submits questions. Make them a little bit longer, because otherwise I will be forced to comment on your gameplay in the last minute or so, and probably won't like that. No, I'm just kidding, of course, but this is just about the end of this video here, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do have any you know, suggestions on how to improve the format even further, then do let me know. As you can see, I am incorporating those suggestions that I think are good. I'm not using the ones I don't think are good, obviously. So anyway, that was Hustle X Set, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you out there.